Hello, hello, good morning. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, good morning. Good morning, everybody. I woke up late. Yeah. I woke up 10 minutes before the stream. So unprofessional. So unprofessional. Wait. How was Apex? How did you know? How? RNA, how did you know? What? Magni tweet. God fucking damn it, Magni. God fucking damn it. Let me check. I'm not gonna check. I'm gonna check. We got the dub. That's all that matters. Parental control lock on my Apex because I was playing games. Yeah. What rank are you now? Gold 2. But the boys are all plat. So I'm like one rank behind them now. I'm gold 2 now. Good morning, everybody. My name is Vesper Noir, the resident scholar of the Adventurers Guild Tempus, and a member of HOLOSTARS English. And my sleep schedule is effed up. It's like officially gone. I used to have it set so that I could get to sleep at 9 p.m. sharp. As soon as my head hits the pillow at 9 p.m., I'm out by 9:30, but it's gone now. He's just too charismatic. I don't know. He's just too... Both Dez and Altare have, like, that natural charisma where if they're like, hey, let's play a game. And then we're playing a game, I don't have, like, the strength of will to be like, okay, it's time for me to go to sleep later, nerd. And go to sleep. Like, I just don't have that. So... we get out of a game, and then I see the little check mark above Dez's character, and it's just like, all right, one more, and then I click ready up. I can't resist Dez. I can't resist Magni. I failed the will save. Yeah. Axel's busy, dude. I don't play, like, Axel is like probably the best at Apex. Like, I can't tell. Like, I'm crap, so I can't tell the difference between Axel and Altair, but he's probably better at Apex, right? A vestie would need that watch, a temporer that watches all of us would need to tell me whether, like, what the difference is, but like, I'm assuming Axel is better just because he plays a lot of Apex, right? Homie like never plays with us. He's always busy. He's always like singing or working on a project or like in a meeting, like related to like his music projects, right? Like you don't work in a vacuum. Like you have to do meetings with the people that you're working with, and so he's just always doing stuff with music. Listen, I know the meme that he's always eating. It's more often than not that like he's doing like music related stuff. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not a squealer anymore. I'm a reformed squealer, but like, it's the music stuff. It is, honestly. I'm not gonna give you any hint of like what he's working on, but he's like 3 projects in. Does that make sense? He's not doing it like one at a time. Like, they're overlapping. Like he's 3 freaking projects in. Like the mother effer works too hard. Yeah. And it's like he could never play with this. Like I don't remember the last time I played Apex with Axel. It might have been in August. It might have been in August? I haven't played Apex with Axel in a very long time. He's just like always working on shit. Yeah. I'm not dropping the tea. I'm just telling you, like, yeah, how it is. The HOLOTEMPUS breadwinner. It's a passion, right? It's a passion. And I'm sure you guys know this, like, music projects are not cheap, right? They're not cheap. I definitely get the feeling that he's the type of guy where like he gets like X amount of money from his work as a member of Tempus, and then he just dumps it immediately into music. Yeah. Hey, Miss Dan 64, thank you very much for hanging out with me. This is my normal mode. I don't like cursing. This is my normal mode. This is my normal freaking mode, dude. I don't curse. I don't. Yaksha, thank you very much for the super chat. Enjoying your time with your genmates and holomems. We want to be happy. Have lots of news stories to share with us. No news stories, unfortunately. We're just playing Apex. We were having like normal, like, just chatting about our lives and stuff. We got 2 dubs, I think, but then most of them were not. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. Ringo Akikaze, thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you for getting up extra early to stream at this time. In Germany, it's 7 p.m. Therefore, it's the perfect time to enjoy your streams. That's the dream. That's the dream. That's the dream. I was advised, because you know, it's HOLOSTARS. Like, we've got really great support. And then I was given, like, whatever. It's a morning stream. Nobody's awake to bonk me. I was given advice, like a research analysis, like market research analysis, and they were like, look, like most of your audience is actually like after the States and Canada, it's actually like Asia. So like, why don't you consider catering to like US and Asia? And I was like, I understand, but I still want like the 10 a.m. And then the person that was giving me advice was just like, okay, fair. Like, it's your content and you can do what you want. It's just realize that this. And then they showed me like, you know, data. And I was like, I understand that. I understand. Yeah. I love data. I love numbers, and I love like looking at them and trying to infer good like lessons from data. I love that. Like I love it. It's good. But sometimes you just got to go with your heart, right? Sometimes you just got to go with the heart. Yeah. Crazy Cat, good morning, and thank you very much for the super chat. Slaps emotional damage. I can't do the accent. It's not proper. But yeah, I love the emotional damage guy. Ro ro ro. Ro 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 ro. Good morning. Thank you very much for the super chat. Today is Roberu Senpai's birthday. That makes me wonder, what am I to say to you on your birthday? Happy birthday, 28th season 15. I imagine the seasons not to be the years, but to be like once I finish another section of 28. So like a season of being 28 has 28 years in it. Yes. Lork Frack, thank you very much for the super chat. Don't have anything to say today. Just glad that I can catch a stream because I had to study a lot this week. Have fun caring for European fans. Yeah. I'm having a good time. Thank you very much. Terminally Fat, thank you for the super chat. 10 a.m. gang, hell yeah. Tachibana Kira-san, thank you very much for the super chat. I am from the States, but I love your 10 a.m. stream. I'm happy to hear that. I do think that like there's like a niche for like late morning lunchtime streams. Like a lot of people... Basically, like, whenever I think somebody in the world out there somewhere is eating, and they're like me, and they're like eating in front of the computer or eating in front of the TV or something like that, or like just watching on their phone while they're eating in the kitchen, it's a good time to like pop in and watch a stream for like 20 minutes. Yeah, yeah. Spiders visiting you for breakfast? Welcome, Vestie. Jadar, thank you very much for the super chat. Speaking of emotional damage, Grandpa, after collabing with Council, the attempt on my life has left me scarred and deformed. I'm a fool. I'm definitely a fool. Mitochondria, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. It was still the funniest streamers of all time. I just like literally was not aware of how unhinged the members of like HoloLive English are. Like I just like legitimately didn't know how unhinged they were. Like I had no warning. Rookie mistake. Yeah. They're still holding back. Please tell me that's not true. Rai? Please tell me they're not holding back. How much worse can it get? Oh, man. Melvin, thank you very much for the super chat. That's my secret, Cap. I'm always eating. Softopus, thank you very much for the super chat. I have a bike-related question. How do I prevent arm pain after working out on the bike? I find myself waking up with inflamed arm tendons the next day. I think I know what your issue is. Are you straight arming on the bicycle? Like you're locking out your elbows on the bicycle? If you're straight arming when you're riding a bicycle, you're actually that's actually like improper positioning on the bicycle. You should imagine your knees and your elbows and your arms and legs to be like biological suspension. You should imagine your arms and legs to be like biological suspension, and they should be very, very slightly bent so that like as the bike underneath you is jiggling around because of the terrain, right? Like the bike itself is like kind of like vibrating a little bit because like you're on the road and it's like it's moving very slightly. Your arms and your legs at the elbows and the knees are like they're performing the effect of a biological suspension, and they're keeping the rest of your body from yeah. It's significantly easier than riding a horse. Sprite Junkie, I'm not like, I'm actually like quite a poor horseman, but I do have experience riding horses, and riding horses is like significantly more difficult than riding a bike. But yeah, it's similar. You kind of like, you can't be tense when you're on a horse. You have to be like kind of loosey. You kind of have to be like loose and like ready to roll with it. Because if you're like rigid on a horse, like you're definitely gonna fall off. Like you have to have like a sway. You have to be like ready. Yeah. Man, my boomer lexicon is coming out. Yeah. I'm trying to avoid like Cowboy Vesper. Jester She, thank you very much for the super chat. Midnight Gang, your stream legit is comfortable to watch. Company before resting with a glass of hot milk. Hell yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for hanging out with me before you go to sleep. Astral Voyager, thank you very much for the super chat. 420. I'm somewhere in between 420 and 448 years old. Okay. Ooh, I'm gonna get bonked. Harry Cheeseball, thank you very much for the super chat. You've only skimmed the surface of how unhinged the EN members can get. Okay, well, maybe I should just like maybe I should just pretend I'm AFK from now on. Mr. V, thank you very much for the super chat. I could not say they're holding back, but I try not to lie on principle. Defeatable Airman, thank you very much for the super chat. Good afternoon, Vesper. Would you consider playing some of the Dicey Dungeons challenge modes? Also, do you or any of the Vesties know how to stream games from Stop Steam games from auto-minimizing besides reinstalling. Like, if you're talking about, like, if you're playing it on a screen and then you tab out and it auto-minimizes, there is a way to do that in it's a Windows setting, but barring, like, effing around, like, Windows itself, you just have to play it in windowed mode, like, full screen windowed. Not borderless window. Yeah, borderless windowed mode. You have to play it on windowed mode. Yeah. Borderless window works too. Yeah. Playing it in windowed mode helps, or then like there's like a window setting that you can mess around with. Yeah. Hi. Zalis, thank you very much for the super chat. If you've seen their Among Us collabs, you'll see how unhinged they can get. Yeah. Yeah. Lev, thank you very much for the super chat. Bonks. Attorney at Music, I kind of love that name. Thank you for the super chat. I'm in a time zone where your stream lines up perfectly with my lunch, probably Eastern time. It's always a highlight of the day. Glad the time slot has such fun content now. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I'm very much like a data and numbers guy, but I kind of like, I'm throwing that out the window, and it's just like, whatever. I'm just gonna do what I feel, and nobody can really convince me otherwise. I'm here to stay. I'm here to stay, and like that 10 a.m. is like sacred in my mind. I could never miss a 10 a.m. stream 5 days a week. If I miss it, I'm dead, dying, or I'm dead or dying. And I do think that like when I'm streaming at 10 a.m. and you're like, oh, it's Vesper, it's time for Vesper to stream. It's 10 a.m. Probably never gonna collab at 10 a.m. Probably never gonna collab at 10 a.m. Like, pretty much all of the collabs that I do are probably gonna be off the 10 a.m. slot. So like, if I'm live at 10 a.m., it's just gonna be like a solo stream. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm like so sleep deprived. Or having to deal with the Belmonts. Yeah, those guys. Nora, thank you very much for the super chat. Good morning. Hi, Vesper. Really like you and all the Tempest boys. Today's my birthday. Could you wish me a happy birthday? Thank you. Nora, happy birthday. I wish you the best. You made it through another year. If it was a really good year for you, congratulations, that you deserve all the best. If it was a tough year and you finally got through it, you deserve better. You made it, and you deserve to be congratulated for making it through a tough year. So either situation, congratulations. Corona, thank you very much. That's fine. That's your name. Thank you very much for the super chat. Apologies for the exposure to the time word. In some ways, a legit problem with her. If there's any roasties just where I'll send it to her later. No, it's fine. It's okay. It's crap. It's fine. It's fine. I just chalk it up to being, it's like being new to an organization and you're being hazed by a senpai, and it's just like you gotta take it with a smile and just be like, you know what? Yup. I'm the newbie, haha, like make fun of the newbie, make fun of the rookie. Have a giggle. Adoya-chan, thank you very much for the super chat. It's 1 a.m. here, perfect time with my daily midnight iced tea. I hope you're not staying up too late. That's so toxic. Big Boss Snake, thank you very much for the super chat. Thoughts on twerk for Vesper yesterday? Still waiting for that DM, but yeah. Skin Cake, I like your name. Thank you very much for the super chat. Remember your debut stream that one of your favorite games was Fallout New Vegas? I want to hear your opinion on it. Okay. All right. Story-wise, Fallout 2 is the best Fallout. Story-wise, Fallout 2 is the best Fallout. And then Fallout 1. And then New Vegas. In terms of gameplay, I still think Fallout 2 is the best Fallout. But because of like the top-down isometric and then like the way that you pause and stuff like that, I don't think new people to the series, I think if I tried to get a Zoomer, if I tried to get like a Zoomer relative into Fallout and I gave them Fallout 2, they would be like, no, just like absolutely not. Just because they can't handle like the 1990s UI. I think Fallout New Vegas is the game to get people into Fallout. It's the game to get people into Fallout. It's got the soul of Fallout 2. For those of you that don't know, Fallout 2 is based in Fallout. I think Fallout 2 was like, am I like crazy? Did they mention the NCR in Fallout 1? I think Fallout 2, you know, that branch of lore like started with 2. Yeah. Yeah. So I do think that like New Vegas is like the direct spiritual successor to Fallout 2. And then Fallout 3 is its own thing, you know? It's its own thing. Fallout 3 is also good because like the engine that it's using is what was used for New Vegas, but like Fallout 3, I could do a whole stream talking about Fallout 3. But I do think New Vegas is like narratively and like just the way that the story is like the successor for 2. And that's why I think New Vegas is like probably one of my favorite. I feel like a lot of like hardcore Fallout fans will be like, there's no exception. Like you can't like anything more than Fallout 2. But I kind of like New Vegas more than Fallout 2. I think like in my brain, just the story of 2 is the best, but like, god damn, like New Vegas is really good. Here's the thing about 76, okay? Here's the thing about Fallout 76. Yes, the launch was a mess. Like, we could go over, like, all of the issues of 76 at launch, but can I be real? There's only one thing a game needs to be. There's literally only one thing a game needs to be, and no amount of marketing can fix it. The only thing a game needs to be is fun. It just needs to be fun. And I understand a lot of people that bought into 76 and were like incredibly disappointed with it. And they're just like, I don't like that game. It's actually kind of a fun game now. I'm not going to force anybody to play it. Like, I'm not going to force anybody to buy it, but it's actually a fun game. It's pretty fun. It wasn't fun at launch. It's like kind of fun now. You just can't look at it too deeply. Don't look at it too close. Just like switch off your brain and playing it, and it's like it's a pretty fun game. The best way that I could describe it is like Fallout 76 is kind of similar to Final Fantasy 14 1.0. Like Final Fantasy 14 1.0 like had like a very rough and rocky launch, and like now after Realm Reborn, it's the best MMO in the world. It's like literally the best MMO in the world, and it's like probably the most fun MMO in the world, right? And like 76 had a really rocky launch, but now it's like a decently fun game. It's pretty fun. But I'm never gonna force anybody else. It's just a fun game to play with like a couple of your idiot friends. Yeah. I don't play 14 anymore, but I did play 1.0. I played all the way. All right, so those of you that don't know about like the old times, 1.0, it came out and then they like right after 14 1.0 came out, they waived the monthly subscription fee. Just because, like, you know, like while they were working on the game, like there was no subscription fee, like for 1.0. And then they didn't have one all the way up until 2.0, and then they reinstated it, something like that. I played until they reinstated the subscription fee, just because, like, I really like 11. 11 just is good for me. It's really good. I could tell you stuff about 1.1. 1.0. At the end of 1.0, they had a Gubue mount. It's like the big, like, plant monster thing. I had that. I have it on my account. They added materia in, like, closer to the end. They added materia in closer to the end. There was no materia in the beginning. It was just like you had items. The first dungeon was like something Darkhold, and it was like not good. It was like DD. It's like just Drazic Darkhold or something like that. And I played it. That was the very first dungeon, and like everybody that was playing Final Fantasy XIV 1.0 was just spamming the heck out of it. There were just like, that's the only thing we had. Could you imagine? Like, we just had like nothing else to do but just do that over and over and over again. They didn't fix group EXP. So like if you killed a monster and then you got 200 EXP or 150 EXP, when you had an alliance of 8 people, it still gave you the full amount of EXP. They didn't. Oh, hello, sir, there we go. When I was playing in 1.0, they didn't adjust EXP for groups. So like you just got the full EXP from everything that you killed. So the way that everybody leveled in that game was that you went in a full alliance of 8 people. You went to a good leveling spot. There was no quest grinding. We just like gathered up. We went to like a spot just filled with high level mobs, and we would just beat them to death, like 8-on-1. And it would just be like a roaming gang of like ruffians, and we would just like kill things really quickly, and then we got EXP really quickly. And like we maxed all of our classes like really fast that way. What classes did I play? I played and I quit before they added the actual jobs. I played like the base ones. So I had... In Darkhold, I was a Conjurer main and I was like healing. I maxed Marauder. I maxed Gladiator. I maxed Pugilist. I maxed... what else was there? Was there like a Thaumaturgist or something like that? What the frick was it called? I was a Conjurer main though. Because Conjurer was the healing class. Thaumaturge. I maxed Thaumaturge. What else is there? Was there like one more? It was the offensive caster, but I thought it was good at healing too. I like vaguely recall that I was... Oh, Lancer! Lancer was good too. Not Lancer. Is it Lancer? I don't remember. Arcanist? I like distinctly remember the meta back when I played was that Conjurer was considered the main healing class. When I was playing Final Fantasy 14 1.0 and we formed up a party and the healer would be the Conjurer. That's what I distinctly remember. Arcanist, I don't remember. I remember every Conjurer was wearing the same crappy looking, like, dull gray robes. I distinctly remember they didn't add in, like, the color customization for the equipment, so, like, everybody was wearing the exact same, like, really scuffed looking gray robes. The dull gray robes with the hood. Yup. I played a lot of Final 14. Yeah. Oh yeah, there was like an archer class too. I forgot that. What was it called? I don't remember. The meme, I don't know if it's silly. Actually, any people that are still playing Realm Reborn right now, do you guys, is the Limsa Lominsa a sight for me sore eyes like still a meme? Is that still a meme in the community? That was like a huge meme in 1.0 because of like the dubbing. The opening to the game was like, oh, there's like a storm. There's like a ship in a storm. And then after the storm passes and it's like a cutscene, there's like a pirate, like with like the voice actor that's like dubbing that pirate, they go like all in and they give it like a 150%, like, is he being sarcastic, like pirate accent? And he goes, Limsa Lominsa, a sight for me sore eyes, or something like that. And it's like, what the hell? This guy went hard. Dude left his life on the line? Yeah. A sight for me sore eyes was like the meme. Like if something good happened and you were waiting for it, you'd be like, oh, thank God I leveled. A sight for me sore eyes. That was like a meme among the players like back then. Oh God, finally I got my level, my crafting level. A sight for me sore eyes. Oh no, Limsa is now where everyone AFKs or ERP, so it's the Goldshire. Oh no, it's the Goldshire of 14. No. Key, thank you very much for the super chat. Love your EU friendly streams as a fellow. What? Have you ever played a mud? I have played a mud. I played Gemstone. I don't think I can say that word. We're gonna move on. I played Gemstone, and I wasn't very good at it. A mug. Half of WoW is AFKing and Orgrimmar. A mug. Siazilin, thank you very much for the super chat. Hello Vesper, your 10 a.m. Zetsuduns are like 1 a.m. bedtime streams for me, so I thank you for that. Since you played FTL, Darkest Dungeon permissions. Yep, I requested Darkest Dungeon permissions before debut. That and FTL were like, we didn't want to overload our manager with the permission stuff, so we gave them like, we limited it to a couple, and Darkest Dungeon and FTL were up there. And Slay the Spire and Dicey Dungeon. I think those are the 4 that I went with. Nothing yet for. Please don't tell anyone. Like, please don't tweet anyone. Please don't do anything like that. I've been advised, like, just like, hey, maybe you should just like not talk about permissions. Like, maybe you just ignore the people that are like asking you. Just ignore them, like, because it could be really touchy. Like, if you directly go to like, you shouldn't call out like a developer. That's a quick way to get them to like ban like anything. I've been advised not to talk about like game permissions and like people requesting me to play games. They're like, it's probably best practice to ignore it when people are requesting you to play, because if you get into talking about, like, they're gonna take it on themselves and like tweet at like a developer, and then like, there's nothing worse than like putting a developer on the spot, and it's a good way to get like completely banned from like ever playing any of their games. So like, I might have to stop, like, if people are like, hey Vesper, you should try out this game, it's really fun. I might have to stop like saying, oh, I'll look into it, because then it's people are gonna it could get into like a really sticky situation. Yeah. Yeah. Did you ever check out Dark Mist? I did not, and we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Cali Rush, thank you very much for the super chat. To cover 1 month of subs so you can see how different FF14 is now. For you users, you will. Okay. There's one way that I'm going to get back into 14. There's one way that I'm going to get back into 14. Do you guys know how I'm going to... Do you know what that one way is? I will follow Altair if he starts. He's currently not playing it. But he's played it before and he likes it. And if he gets into it, I will follow him back in. That's the only way. Don't bug him. Do not bug him. Oh my god, people are going to fucking like super chat him now. Why don't I just keep my stupid mouth shut? Why I gotta be like this? I should keep my stupid freaking mouth shut. I say like stupid crap when I'm sleep deprived. It's just how it is. Zalis, thank you for the super chat. Loving your 10 a.m. streams. Watch when I'm eating during my work days. An alarm for my days off. Thank you for making morning fun. Ah, yeah, makes me happy. Makes me real happy. It's pretty much where I am and where I'm going to stay. Barring something like crazy happening. Jimmy the Squealer may be dead, but he lives on in your soul. I don't think we have permissions to play 14 anyways. Haha, suckers. So if he gets into it, it's going to be off stream, and then I'll be playing with them off stream. And I'm probably going to make a new account. You don't need to keep your mouth shut, just keep your foot out of it. HD Camel, thank you very much for the super chat. Light Channel, thank you very much for the super chat. Can't wait for the FF14 streams where you look back at the new stuff and just say back in 1.0. Back in my day. Yeah. $11 stream. Oh man. If they ever start something like a Final Fantasy 11 Classic, if they ever start like a Final Fantasy 11 Classic server, and I get permissions, I know I was like, oh, the first year that I play, I'm going to be the first year that I'm a Holostar. I'll try to be balanced and do a little bit of music, a little bit of streaming, a little bit of everything. If they ever make a Final Fantasy 11 Classic, I'm probably just gonna be like a full streamer. Like I'm just gonna wake up, turn on my stream, and then just play Final Fantasy 11 for like 12 hours a day, every day. Adoya-chan, thank you very much for the super chat. I'm kind of curious, did you play Castlevania? Yes, I haven't played 1 or 2, but I have played SOTN. I haven't beaten it, no. Callie's Rabbit, thank you very much for the Akasupa that has no message. That's terrifying. Principal Flame, thank you very much for the super chat. Don't pressure Altair into starting. Yeah. Do not pressure him. Dober Corgi, thank you very much for the super chat. 8-hour LFG stream in Juno. Let's go. You spelled Juno incorrectly. Wait, did they spell Juno correctly? I thought there was like an E in it. Is that how you spell Juno? Let me double check. Yeah, there's an E in it. Yeah. Okay, anyways. I'm not going to call them out. Thank you very much for the super chat. I'm sorry for calling you out. I'm sorry. I apologize. Diggy Dog Dave, thank you very much for the super chat. Goodbye sleep schedule if you do get into FF14 or 11 remake. Yeah. Okay. I get it. Most of the game was like LFG. I've got the secret weapon against that, okay? I've got the secret weapon against that. You want to know my secret weapon to avoiding being LFG in Juno for 7 hours, like while I'm on live stream? Bard. Let's go, Anya Carlson. Let's freaking go. You called it. Anya Carlson, you're one of my people. Bard. Not only Bard, I'm going to play a Bard properly. Do you guys know what it means to play a Bard properly? If you're playing a Bard like a lazy pizza, like a lazy sack of garbo, you're the Bard that sits at camp and makes somebody else pull, and then you do your 2 songs, and you're just sitting there, just like staring off into space with eyes crossed like an idiot. I'm a Bard puller, okay? Look at me. I'm the puller. And I use my sleep song to time the pulls perfectly, and I cancel out the sleep using the strat. And I pull exactly at the limit to what our party can handle to maximize our EXP per hour. You join a party with Vesper Noir, the great bard of HOLOSTARS English. You're going to be getting 8k EXP per hour, 9k EXP per hour, 10k EXP per hour. You're going to be getting so much EXP, you're not going to know what to do with it. I hate it. In Final Fantasy XI, whenever I was not playing a bard, which was most of the time, and I partied with a bard that didn't pull, and I tried to tell them, you know, bard is like the best puller in the game. Like, they're just like really good at it. And they're like, yeah, but I'm a bard, so I don't need to do that. I could literally do the bare minimum and I'll still get invites into any party. And I was like, I don't know you, but I wish I could strangle you over the internet. It's like, yeah, I get it. I get that you're in demand. But as a human, don't you just want to be the best that you could be? No? No? You just want to do the bare minimum? Okay. I just want to, like, strangle you over the internet. Vesper Noir? You mean he who pulls? Nicolas Nunes Torres, thank you very much for the super chat. As a master level member vesties, can I be a master of the universe? If yes, a fellow student of the blade, I'm obligated to challenge you to a sword battle to the death since there can only be one. Hope the ref is not too old. That's you. That's all you, buddy. I'm not going to contest that. I'm not going to challenge you. Dolphin, thank you very much for the super chat. I'm starting a new job tomorrow, so I won't be able to tune into your morning streams anymore. I'll send you a big super chat when I get paid. There's no need. If you could come into like a Tempest collab, because we collab so much, right? We do the RAF, we do Don't Starve Together, we do Zomboid, and those are all going to be in the PM. Super happy to see you, because if you support one member of Tempest, you're supporting all of us, right? I'm happy. I'm hoping that you have a good job. There's no pressure. You don't need to worry about it. If you can make it to our collabs in the evening, that just makes me super happy. You're still supporting me if you make it to our collabs. That's just the actual truth. Good luck. I hope you do well. Melvin, thank you once again for the super chat. I'm imagining I'm a bird. Wow, but I'm a bard. Dr. Wawi, thank you very much for the super chat. Vesper Noir, the pulling king. Nobody pulls better than Noir. It's like a Magni level, like that's a Magni level, like innuendo. Nice pulling game. No, I can't. I almost like, yeah, okay. Free of Me, thank you very much for the super chat. Any classic roguelikes like Dungeon Crawl, NetHack, more recent stuff like Cogmine or Tome, lots of it open source. There's no copyright restrictions, so no permissions needed. Interesting. It still needs to be thoroughly checked. Like if I bring something to my manager and it's like this is royalty free, this is copyright free, this is open source, like people aren't just like, oh, okay, cool, do whatever the heck you want. Like it still needs to be checked. Yeah. People will not take my word for it. Because what if I'm wrong, right? Like what if I'm wrong? What if I'm just like wrong? Yeah. A good example is no, I'm not going to mention it. I'm just going to move on. Matthew Molina, thank you very much for the super chat. Vesper Noir's world famous pulled pork sandwiches. I make a decent like pulled pork. The trick is low and slow, baby. The trick is low and slow. And the outside looks like it's charred, but it's oh so juicy on the inside. And the trick is like, it's like a big chunk of pork shoulder. It's a big chunk of pork shoulder with a bunch of garlic shoved on the inside. And then when it's done and it's like very charred on the outside, it's like, I think that's overdone. Then you take a fork. And then you stick it in, and then you pull the fork out, and it just like... Do you know what I'm talking about? That feel when like you finish a pulled pork that you've been like working on for like half a day. You stick a fork in, and then you pull the fork out, and it's like... It does the thing. It does the... Oh, come on, ooh. Yes. Yes, for the record, my pulled pork is quite moist. It's not dry. I've perfected the technique to make it moist and not dry. Alto Evil, now you just need dual box of Red Mage and we'll be Vesper the God. I do know like the Thief Red Mage like duo is like really strong. QTD 100, thank you very much for the super chat. Just talk about bikes, no way to get in trouble with that. Yeah. I need the Vesper Noir recipe book. Clock Rabbit, thank you very much for the super chat. Kind of wanted to talk a little bit more about bikes. We could round it off. I wanted to do a 1 hour stream because my vocal cords and my throat in general is definitely approaching its hard limit. Yesterday during the bicycle stream, I felt it like start to get that like I would be talking and then my voice just wouldn't come out a little bit. So it's like approaching its limit, and then I was like singing, and then while I was singing, it's like, ooh, that's a little bit like that's not good. I've got a 1 to 2 day break. Monday, Tuesday Pacific time, and I'm just gonna make the most out of it. I'm gonna try not to collab too much, and I'm gonna focus on resting. I'm not gonna do my singing practice. I'm just gonna like stay out. Did want to talk a little bit more about bicycles. Do you guys know what Audax is? Do you guys know what Audax is? I had a life's goal regarding cycling. I wasn't just like bicycling to pass the time. Like I've hit my life's goal if I can do this. I wanted to be an Audax cyclist, and I wanted to do PBP. That was my goal. And I hit like the hard limit, and it was like, I just don't think I have like the raw physicality to do PBP. And it was kind of sad. Like the day that I realized that like I probably just would never be able to qualify, like made me really sad. Okay, let's talk a little bit. I'll give you a little bit more. No, not PVP, PBP. PBBBB. B like bells. B. PBP. It's ironic that you're calling it PvP because it's very much strictly non-competitive. They go out of their way to make PvP and Audax cycling in general completely non-competitive. Okay, let's talk about it. So Audax cycling, the word Audax is like, it's like a French corruption, I think. It has French origins, and I know I'm like pronouncing it incorrectly, but it basically, it translates to like audacious, like really ambitious, audacious, like you're doing something crazy that most people wouldn't do or want to do or could do. Let's go, Naru-san. Yes, exactly. Paris, Brest, Paris. And I don't know how to say Brest in proper French, but Paris is Paris, right? It is not a race. It is not a race. It's a non-competitive event where 6,000 cyclists every 4 years go from the city of Paris, to the city of Brest, back to the city of Paris, and that is 1,200 kilometers, or 750 miles, or 1,200 kilometers, in 90 hours. In less than 4 days, you do 1,200 kilometers, like back. And it's not a race. So if you're the first one to finish it, you're back at like 70 hours and you're done, you don't get first place. They don't do that. That's not what they do. They're like, congrats. Here's your medal, leave. It's a pass-fail system. It's a pass-fail system. You either pass or you fail, right? It's a completion thing. Yeah. Then what do you get? Do you renegade? Good question. You get a medal, and you get your name permanently in a gigantic book. They literally have a gigantic book of every person that's ever completed it, and you get a title. You get a title for being somebody that's finished it. And it's like, you're like an ancien or something like that. You're like an ancien. You're considered like one of them if you can finish it. It's the most prestigious Audax event in the world. It's actually older than the Tour de France by about 10 years, I think. Like 5 to 10 years. It's older than the Tour de France. It's really, yeah. It's difficult. Is really, really difficult. Like, because think about it. You're doing 1,200 kilometers in less than 4 days. It's like 3 days, 3.5 days you have to do. Yeah. How many people have completed it? Mar, I actually don't know. I do know that in 2019, there were like 5,800 people that joined. And almost everybody that gets to the point where they qualify and they get to the starting line and they join, almost all of them finish. Very few people don't. Usually, like, it's like a health issue or like a mechanical issue and they have to drop out. But basically, the way that you qualify makes it so that, like, everybody that qualifies and gets an invite to PvP has, like, the physicality to finish it. Everybody that, like, what's the qualification like? It's very complicated and weird, but you have to, within, like, a 1 month period, the year of the event, within, like, a 1.5 month period, the year of the event, you have to do a 200, 300, 400, and a 600 kilometer event, like a smaller version of PvP. You have to do all 4 of them in, like, a 1 month period. Just to show them that, like, you have, like, the raw cardio ability to do the actual PvP. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't do this. I can't. I think if I, like, quit everything, like if I quit my job and I was just, like, bicycling the entire day, every day, I could probably get up to the 400. I could probably get up to 400, but I don't think I could do 6. I think 600 km is, like, just too, like, I'm too old. Like, I'm just too out of shape. Like, I can't do the 6. Yeah. Like, I hit the wall. Like, I just can't. Yeah. Yeah, I hit the... Oh, come on! Back to that? Oh, come on. Hit the woe? Come on. Come on. Wow, look, it's already been an hour, guys. Wow, good chat. Thank you. Thank you very much. You walked right into that one. I kind of did. Honestly, yeah. Sushi, thank you very much for the super chat. Rest? I will. I'm gonna rest, I promise. Liquid Cake, welcome to the welcome Vestie. Hello. I do membership only streams every Saturday, and I'm gonna change up the time. What time do you think I should do this time? This Saturday, what time do you think I should do a members only chat? My first one was at like 4 p.m. Pacific time, so like NA time, right? America's friendly, right? My second one was Asia friendly. I'm thinking of doing EU friendly, yeah. I'm thinking of doing a 1 hour, I think I'm doing like a 1 hour members only chat, like from like 9 a.m. to 10, and then immediately switch over at 10 to do my normal. What do you guys think? Yeah, I do understand that my morning streams are already EU friendly, but like membership streams are different, right? Membership streams are different. Yeah, but like how sad would it be like if you're tuning in from, you know, Europe or Africa or anywhere like that, like that it's good at 10 a.m. but like you never get a members only stream and you're a member, so it's kind of like, well, why am I a member if I never get to use, if it never benefits me, right? I'm thinking maybe like 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. and then just do like a 1 to 2 hour members only stream this Saturday, and then switch over to my normal 10 a.m. stream. I think it would be weird if I did like a back-to-back Zatsudan. So I might do like Zatsudan 9 a.m., 8 a.m., switch over to 10 a.m. and then maybe do like a video game or something like that. A video game. Oh, a night EST stream. Like late night? Like 11 p.m., midnight EST, so like 9 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Maybe. I'll think about it. And then I'll probably make a post. I'll probably make a community post on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, like talking about it, and then I'll decide well before this Saturday, and then figure out like what we're doing. Wacky Warrior, thank you for the super chat. I vote for a Rocky montage stream for Vesper to get back into shape for the PvP. I support my... Like, you don't understand, like... So I think I currently put about 35 to 40 hours a week into my HOLOSTARS activity. I'm putting about 40 hours a week into my HOLOSTARS activity. There was a point in my life where I was so into bicycling that like the VTubing was like me being into VTubing right now, that was me being into bicycling. There was a point in my life where like that's the only thing I cared about was like bicycling. It was like that, and I still couldn't make it. I still didn't have like whatever it takes to be able to do that. Yeah. And I couldn't. Yeah. Yeah. Because when you have a goal, when you have like a set goal, like my goal is to join PvP, and then you hit that like sinking realization that like it's probably never gonna happen because of it's a hardware limitation. It's a hardware limitation. You look at your own body, you look at like what you can endure, how much you can go, like what your body can do, like the specs of your body, and you realize that it's just a hardware limitation. It's a skill issue. It's not a skill issue. It's a hardware issue. Like, I just don't have the hardware to do it. And it like made me like really sad. I do remember when I had the realization that it was just like, I had a friend in middle school. That really, really wanted to join the NBA. That was his dream. Like, whenever there was like an assignment that was like, do a research project on your dream career, your dream job, or like you're introducing yourself to like a new group. It's like an icebreaker in a group, and it's like, tell us like what your dream job is. Like, it would always be like, I want to join the NBA and be a professional basketball player. And I remember that friend joined the basketball team in high school. It was not Axel. Axel is way too young. This was like another like high school friend that I was very close to. I remember when he hit that realization that there's like a hardware limit. And I remembered like trying to cheer him up when, you know, when he hit the woe. Yeah, when he hit the woe. Yeah. Okay. Ha 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 ha. He hit the woe. He like lost all passion, and he was putting in like 120%. Like, his stamina was like crazy. Like, he would do like his running. He would jog like every day for like 2 hours to get the stamina to play the games. Like, he could play a full game of basketball like start to finish without having to be benched and rest. Do you know how difficult that is? Do you know how like cardio intensive like a basketball game is? It's like one of the like he was like Hajime no Ippo. Like, he was like doing the road work. He was like practicing. He was like shooting, and he put in like 120%. Like, he was a starter on our high school basketball team. Like, he gave it 100%. And then when he realized that there was like a limit and that like he probably wouldn't be able to make it, it just kind of like fell off, you know? And I kind of had that moment. I remember trying to cheer him up, and it's like, hey, let's go watch Spider-Man. Let's go watch a movie. Let's go watch, you know, let's go hang out. Let's go, you know, let's go play video games. And I remember really wanting to cheer up my friend, but I didn't understand how he felt, and then I kind of understand now. Because I had like a miniature moment of that, where like I had like a dream that I wanted to achieve, and I was training really, really hard for it, and then I realized like I just don't have whatever it takes to be able to do that. Ever. Yeah. Yeah. Sad situation. Good talk, Oji-san. Oji-san. Action Ichi, thank you very much for the super chat. Brandon Arender, thank you very much for the 5 gifted memberships. I appreciate that. And Nico Etherius, welcome, Vestie. Hello. Pull up a chair. Chat with your old grandpa. Yeah, Shrek, the 55th Shark King. I'm still very sorry for like fucking up your name. But yeah, ain't that the truth? How's the friend now? I've lost contact. I don't F around with like social media or Facebook or anything like that. I've completely lost contact with almost everybody from high school. We also like went to different academies. We went to different colleges and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay, everybody. Apologies for the short session, but I think I'm gonna try to recover as much as I can. So we did like a 1 hour Zazudan today. We're doing Zomboid tonight, which is probably gonna last about 2 hours. We got our hello, sir. Okay, we got our hardcore Zomboid continuation, season 2, episode 2, S2E2 of Project Zomboid Hardcore tonight at is it 4 p.m? 8? Let me double check. I want to get you the right time. It's 4 p.m. So 4 to 6 p.m. PST, we're doing our hardcore Project Zomboid. Actually, before I end, can I get votes from the vesties? Can I get like can I get opinions? Who do you think is going to be the first one to die in season 2? Just give me like a quick opinion. And who do you think is gonna Altare, Altare, Axel, Altare, Magni, Regis. Axel is my guess. Altare, Axel, Altare, you again, Axel, Altare. These are good guesses. Magni, Shrek. Shrek is invincible. How dare you, Tanker Venom? Shrek is invincible. Shrek 1v1 the dragon. How dare you? And that dragon was like, ended up being kind of cute, right? That dragon ended up being like kind of cute. If we're being real right now. Okay. Naru-san, thank you very much. Arigato. Arigato for the super chat. Takusan something de masu yo ni. Takusan otsukare? Takusan otsukare? I don't know what that kanji is. Can somebody teach me the kanji? Takusan something de masu yo ni. Ah, nemare. Okay, that's sleep. Okay. I hope you will sleep well. Ah, okay. Oh, it's a translation. Naru-san is adding like a translation at the end of it. Okay. If I do that, like I could probably because I know nemu. Like I know like the vocab. I just don't know the kanji anymore. So like, okay, kind of cool. Okay. Liquid Cake, thank you very much for the super chat. Congrats on being my entry. You've made me buy FTL and Dicey Dungeon so far, enjoying both. Yo, happy to hear it. Happy to hear it. I don't think I think very few people would regret buying FTL and Dicey Dungeons. Very few people. It's just like a fun game. I hope to get you into Darkest Dungeon. I hope to get you into Slay the Spire. I hope to get you into many more games that I'm really interested in. XCOM? Yeah. Okay. Okay, everybody. Oh, Zomboid too. Zomboid's really good. Okay. I hope you have a good evening. I hope you have a good morning. I hope you have a good middle of the night, wherever you guys are tuning in from. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'll see you tonight. I honestly think I've got about like I've got like a solid 4 hours. I might nap for 4 hours. I might nap. Because I kind of want to go into Zomboid like 100% or as close to as 100% as I can and put on a good show because it's my project. Did you guys know that like we all have our own projects that we help each other out in? Like Raft is Axel's project, the podcast is Altair's project, and then Dez has the new Remember how? All right, so I did a members only chat and I was like gassing up Dez's new project. It's tomorrow. I won't squeal, but it's tomorrow. Unless it has to get rescheduled. Dez is like super cool new project that's not Don't Starve Together. It's tomorrow. So he's doing a test run tomorrow, I think. And I'm like super freaking excited. I think it's gonna be a hit. I think it's gonna be really entertaining. Anyway, we all have projects. Zomboid was my project. Hardcore Zomboid. Yeah. Tanoshimi. Yeah. Okay, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, evening, middle of the night, wherever you're tuning in from. And if you're awake at 4 p.m. PST, please tune in to our Zomboid stream. It would make me really happy to see you guys hanging out and watching us try not to die. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.